A survey of 100 students taking one or more courses in algebra, physics, and statistics during one semester revealed the following information. Algebra, we have 49. Physics, we have 45 students. Statistics, 50 students. Algebra and physics is 18 students. Algebra and statistics, we have 17 students. Physics and statistics, we have 19 students. The question is, how many students offered all the three subjects? How many students offer algebra or statistics, but not physics? How many students offered algebra and statistics, but not physics? How many students offered at least two subjects, at most two subjects, and finally exactly two subjects? So this is a complex question that requires the use of Venn diagram in addressing it. So this is our Venn diagram, and we're told that there are a total of 100 students in that particular information given to us. As seen here, a survey of 100 students taking one or more courses in algebra, physics, and statistics during one semester. Now, from this, we are told that 49 took algebra, 45 took physics, 50 took statistics. So when we come to these oval shapes, this represents algebra, that's 49 students. We have for physics, and physics students, we have 45 of them. Then we have statistics. Statistics, we have 50 students. So looking at this data at a glance, you already know that there are a number of students that are offering more than one course. If not, when you look at this, 49 plus 45, this is already 94, plus 50, you're having 144. And the universal set given to you, the total number of students, a survey covers only 100 students, indicating that there are some students that offer more than one subject, and possibly not just two subjects only, but some of them that offer three subjects. So for us to get the information fully represented, we are told that algebra and physics, there are 18 students. Algebra and statistics, 17 students. Physics and statistics, 19 students. Right? But we are not told how many students offer the three subjects. That is the point of intersection between the three subjects. And of course, that is why the first question here says, how many students offered all three subjects? It's a responsibility for us to find that value. So before we can represent the information further on this Venn diagram, let X represent the number of students who offered all the three subjects. All the three subjects. So if X represents the number of students that offer the three subjects, in this part where the three oval shapes, that is a subset for algebra, subset for physics, and subset for statistics overlaps, we are going to write X there. Later on, we'll get to find the value of X. So it then means we are going to find or represent the data here for algebra and physics. You know, algebra and physics in this question, we are told is 18 students. But when you are doing intersection of sets, this is a point where algebra and physics intersect, right? But already X is part of that place. So we want to know algebra and physics only, but not statistics. That is the space that is left here. This space here, right? Algebra and physics, but not statistics. So we have to subtract that X from it to get the value of algebra and physics only, excluding statistics. So we are going to have 18 minus X. And that applies to the rest of this point of intersection between two subjects. So for instance, algebra and statistics, we are told algebra and statistics is 17. So we also come back to our Venn diagram and say 17 minus X. Also for physics and statistics, we have 19 students, so we are going to subtract X from 19. What's left for us is to solve for those that offer algebra only, because the space that is left here shows students that offer algebra only. The space that is left here, students that offer physics only, while the space that is empty here represents students that offer statistics only. And how do we get algebra only, physics only, or statistics only? So we come back to this place where we have algebra only. That's A representing algebra. You would get that by saying A intersecting P prime intersecting S prime. This includes only students that offer algebra but not physics nor statistics. So for us to get that, we are going to subtract the data you already have here. We are told that 49 students offer algebra, and we already have some data here under the oval shape, because if you have to draw the oval shape of algebra, this is where you will pass through this circle here. We already have some data inside it, so we want to subtract this data from 49 so that we can get for algebra only. So that's going to be equal to 49 minus the data we already have here is 18 minus X plus X plus 17 minus X, right? That's equal to 49 minus the content of the bracket. This negative X will go with this positive X. You are left with 18 plus 17 minus X. 18 plus 17, you have 35 minus X. At this point, we'll open the bracket, so we have 49 minus 35. Minus times minus X, we have plus X. That's equal to 49 minus 35. We have 14. So we add X to it. So it means algebra only is 14 plus X. So what we have here is going to be 14 plus X, representing students that offer algebra only. Next, we'll do the same thing for physics only. So for P only, that's for physics, we are going to have A prime intersecting P intersecting S prime. That's for physics only. And for physics, we are told that 45 students took physics that semester. So we are going to subtract the data we have here under the oval shape for physics from 45 to know physics only. So we are going to have this equal to 45 minus the data already in the oval shape for physics. We have 18 minus X plus 19 minus X. That is 18 minus X plus 19 minus X. Right? So that's equal to 45 minus this negative x will go with this positive x, and 18 plus 19, you have 37. So 37 minus x. Opening this bracket, we have 45 minus 37 plus, that is minus times minus is now plus x. That's equal to 45 minus 37, you have 8. So 8 plus x is what we have here for physics only. 8 plus x. What is left for us to do under this is for statistics only. And for statistics only, 50 students offer statistics. S only, that's for statistics, equal to A prime intersecting P prime intersecting S. And that's equal to 50 minus, we'll subtract the data under the oval shape for statistics already, and that's 5 minus x plus this x plus 19 minus x. That's equal to 50 minus this negative x will go with positive x. We are left with 17 plus 19, which gives us 36. 36 minus x. So opening this bracket, we have 50 minus times 36, you have minus 36. Minus times minus x, you have plus x. And that's equal to 50 minus 36 is 14. So here is 14 plus x. So for statistics only, we have 14 plus x. We are done representing the information on a Venn diagram. What's left for us is to begin solving this equation. First of all, we need to get to know what figure x is representing there. We need to solve for the value of x. And remember, we said let x represent the number of students who offered all the 3 subjects. And for us to get the value of x now, having represented this information fully on the Venn diagram, we have to sum everything here in this 3 oval shape and equate it to the universal set, which is 100 in this case. Once that is done, we will be able to get a value of x. So, for the first question, all three subjects all three subjects, we are going to add everything here. So let's begin with the single subject, that is algebra only, physics only, and statistics only. Algebra only, we have 14 plus x. Physics only, we have 8 plus x. Statistics only, we have 14 plus x. We move to the two subjects where we have algebra and physics, 18 minus x. Algebra and statistics, we have 17 minus x. Physics and statistics, we have 19 minus x. Then the three subjects, x. All of this is equal to 100. Right? So from here, we add 14 to 8, that's 22. 22 plus 14, we have 36. 36 plus 18, that's 54. 54 plus 17, that's 71. 71 plus 19, that's 90. So we have 90. Then we add the positive x. X plus x is 2x. Plus x, we have 3x. Plus this x here is also positive, that is 4x. So we have plus 4x. Then the negative ones, we have negative x plus negative x, that is negative 2x. plus negative x again, that's negative 3x. So we have minus 3x here equal to 100. So we have 90 plus 4x minus 3x is x equal to 100. At this point, we collect like terms such that x is equal to 100 minus 90. That's equal to 10. So 10 students out of 100 in that survey offer all 3 subjects. So before we proceed to finding the value for question 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, as we have here algebra or statistics but not physics, algebra and statistics but not physics, at least 2 subjects, at most 2 subjects, exactly 2 subjects. Let's substitute the value of x into our Venn diagram and have these figures. So if this is our Venn diagram, oval shape for algebra, intersecting that of physics, and that of statistics, intersecting the 2 of them, we have that our universal set equal to 100. And if that is the case, here is algebra equal to 49. We have physics equal to 45. And then statistics equal to 50. So the point of intersection between the 3 of them here, we have 10. Right? So if this is 10, for algebra and physics, we have 18 minus x. So 18 minus x, that's 18 minus 10, meaning algebra and physics here will have 8. The next one we have is algebra and statistics. Algebra and statistics is 17 minus x. That's going to be 17 minus 10. 17 minus 10 is 7. Next is physics and statistics. And physics and statistics here we have 19 minus x, and 19 minus x is 19 minus 10, which is equal to 9. Right? For algebra only here we have 14 plus x. That's 14 plus 10. 14 plus 10 is equal to 24. For physics only, we have 8 plus x. And 8 plus x is same as 8 plus 10, giving us 18 here. Lastly, statistics only is 14 plus x. The value of x is 10, so we add 10 to 14. That's going to give us 24 here. So we have represented our information no longer in x. Right? We've substituted the value of x into this data. With this, now we can proceed to solving the second question. The second question says, how many students offer algebra or statistics but not physics? When you hear about or, you are talking about the union of sets. Whereas when you hear and is intersection of set. Or simply means the element in a given subset or the element in the other subset or both of them put together. So ordinarily, if you are looking at algebra or statistics but not physics, you are considering the data in algebra and statistics. But since I said but not physics, where this oval shape for physics overlap them, you are going to exclude this data. You are excluding the data where physics shares boundary with it. It means you are going to add this 24 plus 7 plus this 24. So algebra or statistics but not physics is equal to, you have A union S intersecting P prime. You are looking at the union between algebra and statistics, excluding the data for physics, and that's equal to 24 plus 7 plus 24. 24 plus 7, we have 31. 31 plus 24, we have 55 for number of students who offered algebra or statistics but not physics. Next, we are going to solve for algebra and statistics but not physics. That is number 3 here. Algebra and statistics but not physics. The third question is not same with the second one. Note, algebra or statistics is union of set. Algebra and statistics is intersection of set. So we are looking at the point where algebra and statistics intersect, excluding physics. So when you look at these Venn diagram, the point of intersection between algebra and statistics excluding physics is this point here. So you see the oval shape of statistics and algebra intersecting here, excluding physics. So we have algebra and statistics but not physics. And that is A intersecting S intersecting P prime, and it's equal to 7. The fourth question here says, find how many students offered at least 2 subjects. And at least 2 subjects implies people that offer 2 subjects and above. So we are going to look at those that offer algebra and statistics, algebra and physics, then physics and statistics. Then we'll add the number of students that offer the 3 subjects to that figure. And then we'll be able to get the value for at least 2 subjects. So looking at this data, we have here algebra and physics, 8 students. Algebra and statistics, 7 students. Physics and statistics, we have 9 students. And then all the 3 subjects, we have 10 students. Remember, we are dealing with, or we are attending to at least 2 subjects. So when you sum this, 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 9, we have 24. 24 plus 10, that's 34. So in that survey, 34 students offered at least 2 subjects. So 34 students offered at least 2 subjects. So the 5th question says we should find how many students offered at most 2 subjects. This time around, at most 2 subjects implies 2 and below. Those that offer exactly 2 subjects and those that offer 1 subject only, that is 2 and below. For the 5th one, we have at most 2 subjects. At most 2 subjects, that's equal to, we begin from this algebra and physics, that's 2 subjects, that's 8. Algebra and physics, that's 7. Physics and statistics, that is 9. Then we'll come to single subjects. That's algebra only, we have 24. Physics only, we have 18. And lastly, statistics only, we have 24. So 8 plus 7, we have 15. 15 plus 9, we have 24. 24 plus 24, we have 48. 48 plus 18, we have 66. 66 plus 24, we have 90. So 90 students offered at most 2 subjects. Alternatively, since we already know the number of students that offer 3 subjects to be 10, we can just directly subtract this 10 from 100 to get this same 90, right? 100, which is the total number of students in that survey, minus 10, which is the number of students that offer 3 subjects, will give us 90. Then if we decide to add individually, beginning from those that offer 2 subjects and below, we also have 90. Lastly, our responsibility in this particular question says we should find how many students offered exactly 2 subjects. Exactly 2 subjects. That is the task for number 6. Exactly 2 subjects. Exactly 2 subjects. We have those that offer algebra and physics, algebra and statistics, physics and statistics. That is those that offer exactly 2 subjects. So we are going to have 7 for algebra and statistics, plus 8 algebra and physics, plus 9 physics and statistics. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus 9, we have 24. So 24 students offered exactly 2 subjects in that survey. And by this, we are done attending to all the tasks required in that question. That in a survey of 100 students taking 1 or more courses in algebra, physics, and statistics during 1 semester, we have here that 10 offered all the 3 subjects, 55 offered algebra or statistics but not physics, 7 offered algebra and statistics but not physics, 34 offered at least 2 subjects, 90 offered at most 2 subjects, and 24 offered exactly 2 subjects.